Welcome to Make a Path Presents. My name is Ronnie Hayes. Today, let's talk The Walking Dead, Infection versus Infected, Explained. Alright, Deadheads, listen, recently there's been a lot of conversation about a person being infected and a person getting an infection, and this is because Rick in the episode 3 got a cut on his hand from a knife that was through a walker. And everyone's saying, okay, blood on blood is going to give him an infection. He has to chop off his arm like Herschel, or it'll kill him, because that's, how it goes. But that isn't how it goes. I want to clarify something. Again, I am going to come out with an explained video that's going to have all the proof pulled from a couple different sources and just given to you so you can watch one video and say, oh, this person said this and this and this and this, and here's the examples, so that way we can put this to rest. But before I make those, because some of those videos take some time, so before I make those, I do want to just have this discussion video and explain what I strongly believe is the absolute truth to this matter. Now, what confuses a lot of people, I notice, is the word infection. People confuse it with being infected. I get that all the time. When I talk about somebody getting a bit or anything, and they get an infection on their hand, a lot of people go, but Ronnie, everybody's infected, don't you? Did you forget this? No, when you get an infection on your hand, that's as if, like, let's say I got a cut and I just took like some nastiness off, I don't know, a roadkill, and I jammed it in my cut. I'm going to get an infection. In the real world, right now, I could get an infection. That is the same in the world of The Walking Dead. If Rick gets cut and there's enough dirt and grime and gook in there, he will get an infection. Now, in the world of The Walking Dead, and in this world, now, my world, our real world, there's medicine, antibiotics that we could put on there and take it away. Now, the big difference is the zombie's mouth, the walker's mouth on The Walking Dead. They have a, let's call it a super bacteria. Some people call it a poison, and they compare it to the dragons or whatever that have a poison in their mouth, they bite you, whatever, the kimono dragons. I'm just going to call it a super bacteria, because poison is a whole new level that will start confusing people. Let's call it the super germ bacteria that builds up in the mouth, because we all know already that mouths are just filled with nasty bacteria and are disgusting places. Think about that next time you French your girl. The walker bites a person, that super bacteria gets into the blood or into the wound, and it causes a infection. Completely different than being infected. They're all already infected. So we got those two differences. Now, this is proof seen in the TV show, because you have Shane. He was stabbing walkers with the knife, and then he cut himself, and nothing happened. Then you have Sasha stabbing walkers, then cut Abraham, nothing happened. Then we have Rick cut his hand, most likely nothing will happen. And this is because it's not blood on blood, the way people are saying. It has to do with the mouth. In the comic book, lots of people bring this up as well. In the comic book, Negan uses the rotten grime, puts it on the weapons. That way, when he just gives somebody a minor cut, it will kill them, because of the fever burns them out. Now, I made the mistake of not being clear in a previous video about the muck and junk and rot. I just call it rot that he gets off the walkers. I made the mistake of not being clear. To be clear, it's from the mouth. It's from the face. We see him go from cheek to cheek, rubbing it all up in the face, with his bat in the comic. I will put an image right here. That is the danger zone. Think about it like that. So think that everything from the mouth, if it bites you, gets in the wound, that will kill you, no matter how small the wound, and that's according to the comic. Again, we're going to break down what Kirkman said in a different video, and I will put it in here. That way we can finally lay this to rest. If you're another person that's confused about Tiny, that was Tiny, right, who got scratched in the prison, you have to keep in mind that nothing happened to him. He got scratched, and the other people were so afraid, the other inmate went psycho. What, Tomas? He went psycho and killed him before we could see anything happen. So you can't use that as evidence in any argument, because we didn't see anything happen. It wasn't specific. You can say, oh, well, the creator said about this scene, or the showrunner said about this scene, but just take it from what it is in the show. nothing happened. So you can't really judge that. They were afraid, they didn't understand the virus or how it worked, they didn't even understand what passed it. To sit there and say, oh, they knew what was going on, whoop-de-whoop, that's not fair, because everyone in the beginning in The Walking Dead thought bites were what does it. Bites turn you, when in fact that's not the case. Everyone's already infected. When you die, you turn. I'm really hoping I covered all bases here. I really want more and more people to understand this, because too many people step away from the show because they're confused and they think, oh, wait a minute, why is that? And it kind of ruins the experience a little bit, or interrupts the experience or satisfaction of watching a show, I feel, because I get so many people saying, oh, well, I was watching it, but then I got confused because this and this and this. You know what, just step back and try to keep that in mind, see if that helps. If you have any other questions or debates and you want to put those in the comment box, put those in the comment box, and I will use your feedback to get answers and put it in the official Explain videos coming out that will finally put this topic to bed. So, again, if you do have anything, I don't care, stupid, not stupid, put it in the comment box. I will rework it if need be. If it's one ridiculous question, most likely I'll just answer it down there. But if I got like 20 people asking the same thing, I'll work that into the new video. So, thoughts, opinions, put all that good stuff in the comment box. And if you're new to this channel, subscribe. It's free. And stay tuned for the in-depth explained of not only this topic, but we got a lot more coming up. And yes, Negan is a part of one. One's huge. That's not going to be for a while. I am very excited about this one. But stay tuned to this channel, the home of the Walking Dead content on YouTube, right here at Make a Path Presents. I'm done talking. It's your turn. Subscribe now.